Yes, it's true. This was a ruse. It seems that a vigilante posing as a member of the sheriff's department decided to harass this gentleman by telling everybody in the neighborhood that his address and himself is a registered sex offender. And what would happen to this guy if the wrong people would have got that information? Um, how many people like him would suffer gravely? Let's say the neighbors would have took this vigilante seriously, and one of them would have attacked him. Would it be so funny now? Would it be funny? Well, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. You see, this is one of the reasons I stand against the Jessica laws, the Lumford laws, the Wash Adam Wash laws and stuff like that for this reason alone. Because number one, they make it impossible, even if this guy was a registered sex offender, number one, makes it harder for them to get back into society, to go on with their lives. And it makes the choice of reoffending a lot easier, even if it's not a rape, but for other crimes. And what are they going to do if they do catch the person? The person was smart enough to use a payphone and a lot of quarters. If they were smart, they just got to price one of those unlimited phone cards. Bought it under, you can go to any Walmart, Walgreens, or whatever, get one of those 10,000 minute cards. Call everybody in the neighborhood and tell them the same thing. If you know a list of all the neighbors and their numbers, it wouldn't be hard. But it's things like this that make life real difficult. But when is it going to end? See, when government or politicians make laws, 9 times out of 10 it's spur of the moment and it's on emotion. You get this get evenism. Well, if they do this, we're going to make life a living hell for them. But then, when the dust settles and the smoke clears, who's the real people they're hurting? The families, the friends, the neighbors. People who's trying to rebuild their life can't. I mean, if I was in this similar situation, what's the sense of coming out of prison anyway? Even if somebody got accused of a minor sex offense, because usually 98% of the people who's on the registries now, 98% of them are not even violent repeat offenders. Maybe 2% of sex offenders out there, less than maybe 1 to 2% reoffend. So the risk is very low. And with all this, I think the biggest issue of all is privacy or public safety has always been at the forefront. I think we can have both. I would have approved of the registry if it was in the hands of more competent people. Like, if a person has to register while on probation, let it be with the sheriff's department only. When they go up to the sheriff's department, to whatever sheriff's window, this person has to register. It has to be on their database. So if a crime does happen, for example, if John Doe commits a crime, they know in that area who to interview. Where were you at? What were you doing? But now when you got anybody and their uncle who can go on any of the law database sites and pull up sex offender near you, makes the people subject to vigilantism, and also puts innocent people at great harm's way. Like when a neighbor or a friend or former friend decides they're going to get back at their neighbor, they simply call around the block telling everybody, hey, John Doe there is a sex offender, and let the neighbors do their dirty work for them. And people get hurt. But you'll see that in a time. But I wonder though, how would most of you Americans have felt had this guy got hurt for absolutely nothing? You say, well, if he didn't piss his neighbor off, this would have never happened. That's probably what would have been said. I'll let you be the judge of it.